Welcome to Watermelon. Sports are about competition, passion, and pushing limits, but they're also about respect, honor, and moments that transcend the game. From opponents helping each other in times of struggle to acts of incredible sportsmanship that left the world in awe. These are the moments that remind us why we love sports. Moment unfolded in the Greco-Roman wrestling bronze medal match. Amir Mirzazadeh secured a 4-0. In the final stretch of the women's pursuit race, Daria Domracheva accidentally stepped on Dorothea Vire's ski pole, causing it to break. Rather than taking advantage of the situation, Domracheva deliberately slowed down and allowed Vile to finish second, while Daria took third place.
Докатывается фактически, бросила работу, но и здесь мы видим, нет, сломала палку Вирер, и, судя по всему, увидела это Домрачева и не стала обгонять.
A similar situation happened last year during a World Cup mass start race in 2017. Lisa Hauser gave her own pole to Vanessa Hins as a way to apologize for the incident. Russell Westbrook proves he's a true point guard, assisting not just during the game, but even during breaks.
As Russ is doing a little bit of house cleaning.
You know what? If you want the job done right.
Still, house cleaning. Look at Russ helping out. That away. The Brody.
Gaia Traditi was leading 12-9 against Emilia Rosati when she suffered a painful ankle injury. The medical team had only 1 minute to help her.
Gaia Traditi cercando di evitare per lei, quindi della gamba dietro come.
When Gaia returned, she could barely put weight on her foot. But instead of attacking, Rosati let the clock run out. She had 17 seconds to exploit this weakness and win, but chose not to. And this wasn't just any match. It was the final of the Italian Under-23 Championship.
Gaia Traditi, davvero un bel momento di sport questo che stiamo vivendo qui a Vercelli. At the 2017 World Athletics Championships, the crowd kept booing Justin Gatlin, who had a history of doping bans.
In lane number 8, a silver medalist in Rio last year, a world champion over the 1 and 200 meters.
Things changed after the final 100-meter race, which would mark Usain Bolt's goodbye to the sport. Of course, everyone wanted Bolt to win, but he finished third. The gold went to Gatlin, who claimed it amidst the stadium's disapproving boos. However, the boos quickly turned to applause when Gatlin approached Bolt to acknowledge his legacy.
Is the world champion here in London. The 5th fastest.
A Ugandan badminton player broke the strings in his racket mid-match and had no spare. His opponent handed him his own backup racket so he could finish the game.
常罕见的一幕出现了，王正行拿出了一支备用拍。
Теперь уже выше. Вот таким вот техническим нокаутом с уважением относится Гард Багратунян к сопернику.
In 1972, Muhammad Ali faced Jerry Quarry for the second time. By the 7th round, Quarry could barely stand on his feet. Ali refused to finish him off and asked the referee to stop the fight. When he didn't, Ali threw a few deliberately light punches just to show that his opponent couldn't defend himself anymore. In 2014, Bo Howell, who had autism, was a freshman at Trinity Classical Academy. He was part of the basketball team, but had never scored a point in his career. In the final game of the season, they were leading by 23, so their coach decided to give Bo a chance to play. Both teams worked to help him score, and after several missed attempts, he finally did it.
Come on, Bo, let's get this one in. You have 24 seconds. Let's get one in for you before the season's over. Yes! Bo Howell, his first points of the season.
You saw my hat? No. What? What is that? Please? Thank you.
At the 2023 World Athletics Championships, Katie Moon and Nina Kennedy both cleared 4.9 meters in the women's pole vault final. After each failed 3 attempts at 4.95 meters, they faced the option of a jump out to determine the sole winner. Instead, they chose to share the gold medal, marking the first time in the competition's history that 2 athletes shared gold in this event. Lutas Barshim and Gianmarco Tamberi both cleared 2.37 meters and failed at 2.39. Their decision to share the gold led to the most emotional and heartwarming moment of the 2020 Games.
You have shared an incredible journey of ups and downs, metaphorically.
In the middle of her first Wimbledon match, Jordi Burge noticed that one of the ball boys didn't look well. He appeared faint and was struggling to stay on his feet. Without hesitation, Burge stopped the match and rushed to help. She brought him her own energy gel and sports drink and offered some Percy Pig candies to help raise his sugar levels. The match was interrupted for 10 minutes, resuming after the ball boy was helped off the court. Viktor Axelson clearly hit the net with his racket before the shuttle landed on the opponent's side.
Take a look at this. Touches the net.
But the point still went his way and the umpire couldn't reverse the call. So Axelson took justice into his own hands and deliberately gave the opponent an easy point.
That's it.
Yeah, well played. Well done, Axelson.
At the 2024 Olympics, Angola's Albertina Kasoma suffered a knee injury during a handball match.
She stayed down in that goal area. The medical support come out. It's sad to see.
Brazil's Tamires Frossar stepped in and carried her off the court.
Joe, to carry it all. Warms the heart.
The two are longtime friends who both played in the Romanian league. Chicago Cubs shortstop Addison Russell was chasing a foul ball and dove into the stands, flipping a rival fan's tray of nachos. Russell apologized and later brought him a new order of nachos.
Now that's cool.
In the 2021 World Judo Championships final, it came down to 2 Japanese athletes, Sara Asahina and Mokaba Tomita. During the bout, Tomita sustained an injury and was visibly in pain. Instead of celebrating her gold medal, Asahina immediately went to assist her injured opponent.
She just jumped on her knees, but at least she did something.
Well, this is absolutely unbelievable. She would have...
The boxing bout between Mieret Gassiev and Junior Dorticos was not only a thrilling contest, but also a showcase of profound mutual respect between 2 elite fighters. After a grueling 12-round battle, Gassiev secured victory, dropping Dorticos 3 times in the final round to unify the IBF and WBA titles.
20 секунд. Какая яркая победа. Необходимо остановить этот бой. О котором я как-то в комментариях говорил, что я бы хотел увидеть именно этот финал. Это было еще начало.
After the fight, Gassiev went to visit his opponent in the locker room. He placed his newly won belt into Dorticos' hands and hugged him, showing that even after war in the ring, there's still room for respect.
Good call, Miles.
He set that one up, too.
I got it. What a shot.
At Watkins Glen in 2018, Chase Elliott won his first NASCAR Cup race, but ran out of fuel during the victory lap. His teammate pushed him all the way to the front stretch so Elliott could celebrate in front of the fans.
Of Chase Elliott.
I got my man Jimmy Jam coming to
How about that?
Just 20 yards from the finish line, a Boston College runner collapsed, unable to get back on her feet.
Now another one as well. About. Oh my goodness. This is just incredible, the sportsmanship.
Two athletes from rival teams lifted her up and helped her cross the line, sacrificing their own positions in the race.
But you sacrifice your own position to help another athlete finish what they started, and that's a true sportsman.
At the 2022 European Athletics Championships, Nawel Karabanya from Andorra finished last, over a minute behind the qualifiers, but received a standing ovation from the Munich crowd.
Zu kommen, einen großen Traum, den jeder, der hier an die Startlinie geht, natürlich hat. Und das wollen wir hier natürlich.
During the 3,000-meter steeplechase heats, a Danish athlete injured his leg after hitting a barrier. While other runners continued, Karabanya stopped and helped him move off the track to safety. In an interview, the Andorran athlete admitted he wasn't fully fit. The medical team was too slow to arrive. So, Karabanya decided to move the injured rival himself before the other runners returned.
Habe ich auch noch ganz selten gesehen.
Ich vermute mal, dass vielleicht auch den Sturz verursacht hat, aber dennoch ist eine sportlich super Geste.
Das ist einfach großartig.
When Draymond Green saved his teammate from a brutal fall, Kyrie Irving immediately stepped in to help.
And if you're the Cavs right now, Draymond Green holding up Klay Thompson.
The rivalry between Lin Dan and Lee Chong-wei is considered the greatest in badminton history. They faced off 40 times, including in 22 finals. In one of them, the 2013 BWF World Championship, Lee Chong-wei collapsed on the court from cramps and couldn't continue. As Lee lay on the court in pain, Lin Dan rushed to his side, helping him up and showing deep concern. While medical staff were attending to the injured Lee Chong-wei, Lin Dan didn't celebrate. Instead, he stood nearby, showing support for his greatest rival.
That's a big question if the players were told that the aircraft were going to be switched off.
In the fourth round of the Miami Open, Bianca Andrescu suffered a severe left ankle injury.
Worst kind of injury, and it was hard for us to tell. So we kind of see the replay there. It didn't look like she went over on it. It just came all of a sudden out of the blue.
Later, her opponent, Ekaterina Alexandrova, admitted it was painful to watch and hard not being able to help. But she still tried. While the medical team examined Bianca's ankle, Alexandrova brought 2 bags of ice. Then she gave Andrescu a big hug and told her she'd recover soon and get her shot at a rematch. After Australia's cricket team defeated England during the Ashes series, the players gathered on stage for the traditional champagne celebration. However, Captain Pat Cummins soon asked his teammates to stop spraying champagne and put the bottles aside. He wanted Usman Khawaja to rejoin them for the group photo. Khawaja is Muslim and his faith doesn't allow him to come into contact with alcohol.
Special times.
He's got the last 11 points. Is there anything the King James has got the last 11 points? Is there anything the King do? Let's give this woman the moment of a lifetime.
The Serbian fighter secured a victory via guillotine choke just 54 seconds in the first round. Immediately after his opponent tapped out, he lost consciousness. Recognizing the danger, the Serbian quickly intervened to prevent him from suffocating by removing his mouthguard and pulling his tongue out to clear the airway.
You know, almost like a gymnast on that play, but Adams stays down.
Steven Adams could have gone for the easy bucket, but instead chose to save his opponent from a nasty fall. After winning the Asian Para-Karate Championship, an Iranian athlete shared the moment with his opponent. He raised his hand, symbolizing his rival was also a winner. Early in the first round, this fighter threw a powerful right haymaker but dislocated his left shoulder from the recoil.
Oh, okay.
Instead of taking advantage, his opponent walked over and with a quick motion, popped the shoulder back in place.
Oh, alles klar! Riesenrespekt!
During this Little League baseball game, Caden Shelton accidentally hit Isaiah Jarvis in the head with a fastball. The impact knocked Jarvis's helmet off, and he fell to the ground, prompting concern from both coaches and spectators. After briefly recovering, Jarvis took first base but noticed Shelton was visibly distraught and crying on the mound. Seeing this, Isaiah walked over to Caden, hugged him, and said, "Hey, you're doing great."
So this is really cool because as a pitcher, Bubs looks shaken up right now because of what he did. And look at Zay Jarvis. This is such great sportsmanship.
Start this game for the Lakers. That's what the Timberwolves do, and also that is what is going on. We got referees down. Look, Patrick Beverly. There we go. Pat Timberwolves do, and also that is what is going on. We got referees down. Look.
With the match tied at 4-4 in the third set, Kyle Edmund twisted his ankle and collapsed in pain. Without hesitation, Grigor Dimitrov leaped over the net to assist him, helping Edmund to his chair for medical attention. At the end of this football game between Ledyard and Stonington, a Ledyard senior was injured and couldn't walk off the field on his own. While Stonington players were celebrating their win, one of their assistant coaches carried the injured player to the Ledyard bench and stayed with him until medical staff arrived.
박정아의 서브. 고주배 이동 섰고 얼굴 맞았어요. 부랴부랴 달려와서 김연경 선수에게 미안하다고 얘기를 하고 있는 에르덴 핀다르입니다.
Tottenham star forward stayed behind after a match to pick up trash at the away stadium. A Galatasaray U14 player was awarded an undeserved penalty, but instead of taking advantage of the referee's mistake, here's what he did.
İşaret geldi. Beknaz dışarı gönderiyor sevgili. Değil dedi hakeme. Evet, bunu söyledi. Sonrasında hakem...
And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more content. And see you in the next one.